What is up? Hey, Rira, I see you on the YouTube. Welcome back. You're in here right away. I even tried to throw people for a fast one because I'm on kind of like an hour early. So, yeah, you were quick with it. All right, let's see. Let me get my heart rate stuff going. I think it's ready to go. Yeah, there we go. See if it'll connect for me here. What's up, guys? We're gonna have a little fun today. The new Tabor wipe is out, and hopefully I'll be able to get a little down and dirty on the new island. Oh, Pixel, you always know how to bring the mood up. Don't you worry. I think it's gonna work. I think it's gonna work. I think we're gonna do okay. All right, we're gonna probably get right into it, guys. As I can. Too good, Lando. Welcome into the Twitch. How you doing, brother? How are you doing? All right, I think we're looking good. I'm just doing some checks. I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. Welcome into the stream, by the way. I don't know if you've seen my stream before, but always happy to see a new face, or username, I should say, since I don't really always get a face with these things. But yeah, we're about to play some Tabor. Check out the new island. I'm using a gun stock. I've used this one, I've been testing it a bit, but I haven't used it for any like really long sessions. Pixel, you've quit VR. You know what? I always respect people's decisions. There's been a few people that have been kind of in that camp, it sounds like. So yeah, I mean, I don't blame you, man. Waiting for BF6 in like 3 months. Yeah, the beta. I'm going to be checking out the beta this weekend. It looks good. I watch a lot of Stone Mountain. If you know him, Stone Mountain 64, but he's been playing a lot of stuff on it. So I'm excited for BF6, of course. But hey, I'm still sticking with the VR thing, man. I'm in too deep now. I am excited for Forefront from Triangle Factory, which I'm kicking shit. Which I think I've been saying, right? Forefront. I don't know. I like those devs. I think that they kind of got their shit together for the most part when it comes to VR game development, and I'm thinking that one's gonna be a good main one for me. But we'll see. We shall see what the future holds, huh? All right. So this setup's a little wild, guys, but we're gonna have some fun with it. You've been here before. You just got into Tabor and try to find a good community to learn learn the game. Sounds good, Lando. Hey, so I'm going to admit something to you, okay? I am not the best person to learn Tabor from. I'm not as crazy about extraction shooters as some of my other streaming counterparts. Like there's guys like you've seen Alpha Bro VR or Crawler or them. Those guys like main Tabor, and they're really good at it. They do all this stuff. I typically join extraction shooters for the PvP. Like, I honestly don't care about my loot and all that stuff and doing all the missions usually. I just kind of go in and we see what happens, but... Too little, too late, Pixel? We'll see. We'll see. I have a feeling I'm going to enjoy it. I mean, I do get because of what they have to build for, right? It probably doesn't look... it's not going to look like Battlefield 6, that's for sure, but... if they want to have that many players in it and also involve Quest, which, it's the blessing and the curse of the VR industry. Quest brought in more people, but game developers have to kind of code down for like the Quest hardware. So it's kind of what we end up with. Okay, well then welcome back, Lando, by the way, if you've been here before. Welcome back. We are going to try to get started as smoothly as possible. Pixel already expressed his confidence in how quickly and easily we'll be able to get set up tonight. So one thing is because I'm using a wired headset. Oh yeah, I'm gonna grab a thing to wipe off the lenses. But because we're using a wired headset, I'll probably end up having to like kind of unspin myself every now and then, just so you guys know. Oh yeah, Timeless is good. I don't know Timeless as well as the other guys, but yes, Timeless is also a huge one for the Tabor community. Like any of those guys, he actually has like helpful videos. If you watch mine, you're gonna probably be more confused than you came out, or than you started. Let me wipe off these lenses here. These big screen beyond lenses tend to get real fogged up at times. But I am excited too. My big screen beyond 2. I mean, I have no idea if it's gonna show up or when it's gonna show up. It will show up. I have no idea when yet. I have not been told it's shipped, but I'm really excited for the big screen beyond 2. When it eventually gets here, I'm gonna be pumped because I love the one here. It's just that such small sweet spot is kind of a downside when you're trying to be really competitive with things because you just don't have as much. Oh, guys, I'm doing everything wrong all the time. I gotta turn my fan on, otherwise I'm gonna sweat my ass off this whole time. I gotta put this on like a smart plug and then just automate it. It's like I hit start stream, all this stuff happens, my fan turns on, we're good to go. What's up, Reaper? I do not really do viewer rates. On the same boat, I was just talking with Lando on the Twitch here about how I'm not a great Tabor player, but because of that, I don't really bring in randoms on my streams. There might be times in the future here where I'll do stuff like that, but it'll be like a stream dedicated to doing raids with viewers, if that makes sense, because then I'm a little bit more prepared for it. Ugh. I think I've got everything I need. We'll see here once I get set up. But yeah, welcome in everybody. I hope everyone's having a good night. We're just gonna be checking out the new island and playing around a bit. Is this VR better than Quest? Avian, it's an interesting question. Because in some ways, yes, in some ways, no, right? This is still a wired headset. And especially on a treadmill setup, that's a big downside, right? Being all wired up, you know, because eventually I'm going to turn too much in one direction and then have to unwind myself. And I've broken plenty of cables on my index back when I used to use that all the time on a treadmill. But the Quest 3 looks amazing. It's got a nice, you know, those pancake lenses. It doesn't have like a tiny sweet spot. It's really hard to go wrong with the Quest 3 as an overall headset for like $500, right? This being a cabled headset, obviously it's got like minimal latency. And it does look incredibly sharp. Like it's got really good contrast. It's got really good lenses, but it's got also a really tiny sweet spot. So things in my peripheral around my eyes, are a little more blurry, but yeah, so like Avian, this is the way I see it. I think the big screen beyond is kind of the dream. It's kind of what everybody wants as a VR headset when it comes to like the size and the form factor. However, it being cabled and like requiring knuckle controllers and base stations, like if you didn't previously own a index, then you have to buy this headset for $1,000, buy a couple of base stations, buy your index controllers, and then you can use it, right? So this was an easy purchase for me because I already had an index, and this was like a good upgrade from the index in my opinion. AKY, I see you. This room is a dream. Yeah, thanks, man. How much money is the game system? So, again, kind of a loaded question, but this headset, the big screen beyond, is about $1,000. The treadmill I'm using, the Omni-One VR treadmill, is about $3,000. You know, and then of course I'm using this Raven VR gun stock, guys. This is their basically like the Second Amendment edition stock. I've used it in testing here and there, and we're gonna see how we like it for kind of a full game of Tabor here. What's going on? We're loading in. I'll switch the view too, guys, once we've loaded into the game and everything. You have the extra One Pro really great glasses? I've got yeah, it's not a VR replacement Pixel. I got there weren't really sponsorships, but they were just like they sent me I have the X-Real Air 2s and then the X-Real 1 Pros. And I did videos for them, but like I'm not like sponsored by them because that's more of a longer term thing. But I did do, I guess maybe that makes sense. I did do like sponsored short videos for them, and I should do more. I actually, you know, I bought my own Meta Ray-Bans. I bought all this other stuff that on my own too. I do plan to start doing a little more videos that kind of branch out into the AR stuff. But those, yeah, I love my X-Reals. I use them all the time at night to play some videos when I can. AKY, are you an engineer? I used to be like an IT engineer. I'm not a developer though. But my main job has really nothing to do with gaming or VR. What's up, Hyper? How much are the white frilly socks to go with the Mary Janes? What are you speaking? What language are you speaking to me? I don't know what any of that means, Hyper. It's just the VR face, yeah. Yeah. No, this headset's amazing when it comes to all that. Yeah, there you go. That's a good breakdown, Pixel. $1,000 headset, $3,000 treadmill, $5,000 PC. I mean, maybe even a little more, huh? $350 gun stack, $500 controllers, 25 games. Oh, this is not $350 gun stack, but we're getting there. Google Translate for me, Hyper. Hey, sounds good, Lando. That's right, Pixel. We got you. We got you. All right. I like that. So if you guys want to take I can give you a quick rundown of this stock. Okay, you're actually not even in the game with me. Hang on. And then we'll switch it up. You're watching me from Turkey. Well, welcome in from Turkey, AKY. I always like hearing where people are watching from. Okay, let me get this all fixed up for us, guys. And you guys can just let me know if there's any issues that you see. What? Hyper, you're gonna make my head explode. Hang on, what is this question? What do you call the doll shoes and socks your grandma makes you wear when you have doll shoes on? I don't think my grandma ever made me wear doll shoes, Hyper. Dude, I'll have to ask her, because Alright, hang on, guys. Now we gotta go live on everything else before I switch things over. And I gotta post a video, so I'm just making sure we're good here. Let me do something here. Alright. Like this, then I do need to... Oh, I guess I can start the TikTok from here. Bada bing, bada boom. And then I have something I gotta post from my phone. But then I think we're pretty much good to go, guys. Streams can see the game. Look at this. Look at how smooth we are. I think it's a girl word, not an Aussie word. Girl doll. When you have girl doll, the socks, is it like are you just talking about like tights? Are you talking about like pantyhose? Is that what you're talking about? Mary Jane shoes? Sounds like shoes a hippie would wear. All right, we started all that, guys. The buckle up black ones. Does anyone else in the chat know what the hell Hyper's talking about? Mary Jane shoes, the buckle up. I think I know what you're saying. Where I've seen like the little black shoes on dolls that have buckles, but you're confusing the shit out of me, girl. Girls in the chat, you might. I mean, with my stream, Hyper, you might be the only one. What did I do with my phone? All right, I gotta do one more thing, guys, and then we're ready to rock. But I was just making sure everything connected and we're good. Now I just gotta post this little TikTok video because that's an important part of the process here. Ugh. And then we'll be ready to rock. Okay, take your phone here. Are you trying to say that that's what... Okay, I see what you're saying. Now that I have the headset off, Hyper, you're trying to say that I look like I'm wearing those? Lando, is that what you're trying to do to me? Alright, hang on, guys. We're just posting this video and then we're ready to go. Oh my god. I know exactly what you're talking about now, and I'm offended. I am absolutely offended. I mean, I know what you're saying. And how dare you, young lady. How dare you? You're just like Skeeve. Whenever she shows up, she just has to talk shit about something I'm wearing. Whoa, what am I hearing? Oh, okay. Sorry, I was like, what the heck's going on? Maid dress stream next? Oh my god, maybe if someone donates $500,000, we'll do that. Alright, guys. Now that Hyper's got me all worked up. Okay. take this, take this. It is doing some of this blind, like one of the cool things about the big screen beyond, but it's kind of hard when you have a busy setup like I do. Tomato sauce, what's up, man? New goal, 500K. That's right. That's an easy one, right? We can hit that. Please, let's hit that. Then I can just do this all day, every day, right? You guys can just watch me struggle to get my setup here. But yeah, the big screen beyond, when you have the custom face pad, it is whew. All right, let me stand straight so that I can calibrate here. Treadmill coaches really have to improve on design. You think so? I mean, I'm sure there's always ways to improve. Yoko, with the VR gloves, you should. Yeah, so Yoko, I think I saw your comment on that. I don't have an airsoft rifle. I do have other kind of rifles though. And I would actually really like to try that. So I'm actually, another thing that I'm doing when it comes to that is I'm working with Olin VR, right, who makes gun stocks, and we've been talking about ideas about how to make, you know, a gun stock that could kind of work for VR gloves. So we're working on it, because, you know, there's some trickiness to it. I seem taller than the doorway. Well, I'm normally like 6'11" pixels, so that makes sense, I guess, right? All right, guys. I think we're just gonna kind of go. Well, do you know what? We're gonna do a safety run. Not really a safety run, but we're just gonna do a pistol run and see how far we can get. The cool thing about this stock, guys. So if you see, you know, this is, I call this as, like, in my opinion, an immersion stock, right? But it's got multiple grab points, so I can grab like here. Fix my thing. I can grab here, I can grab up here and kind of pull. Like if I pumped a shotgun, I could do that, or I just kind of set it to where I want. The buffer tube adjusts. It's very adjustable. You know what I mean? Very adjustable. So, and also like the little hand part that just, the mount that attaches to my main index controller here has a little grabby part on the bottom here, so pistols are actually super comfortable on this thing. And it helps me steady my aim with pistols pretty good. So I'm excited to be using this for a full stream. We've been testing it out from the Raven VR gun stock. He's doing some pretty cool things with these immersive kind of stacks that he's making. And he even was kind enough to make a like J-Bar VR version, which I also have that, but today I was feeling the Second Amendment edition one here, huh? But yeah, the J-Bar VR one's all purple and it's in my like brand colors. It's got my logo on it. It's pretty dang cool. I did a little video on that. We got to do some more to show it off. But yeah, that's how my stuff's been going. Hope everyone's having a good Monday. Kind of starting the week off brand new. Tarkov and Tetris had a baby. I mean, yeah, it does feel like that sometimes. So that's where like I don't think I'll never be as into these. I need to get a helmet of some sort. Did I already go to the market and pick some up? I don't use my, here we go. Yeah, I did. You think I got softer? In what way? Since the beer and headshots times? I mean, maybe. I guess I'm not doing beer bongs every stream. We could always do that again, though. Except it's Tuesday. Okay. It's Tuesday for those of you that are in the future, Hyper. Okay? Talking about doll shoes. Alright. Let's see what we want to... guys, I just want to kind of get on the new island and start kind of feeling it out. So, I think we're just going to go in with a Glock and see what happens for this first run. Finding me a twin pick, perfect. Can't wait to see it. Can't freaking wait. Alright. Let me look, actually. I should probably make sure I do have some missions. What do people these days like to level up first? I mean, like, we're Spectre or Shiro, right? Is kind of what... Oh, actually, okay, yeah, we have to do these actual missions. Locate the shooting range, little bunker, Maka Underground. The bridge on Maka Mice, my missile silo. Oh, they're all for, like, the other maps. Boathouse and island. Okay, we'll do this. So we need to locate the boathouse and island to Tabor, locate the worker housing, locate the prison camp. Isn't the prison camp, like, gone? Okay. JS Official, what's my name? J-Bar. What's your name? Tasks. Sarah wants you to headshot 5 Phoenix and hair rounds. So, with the ammo boxes to Shiro. Kill 5 players from 50 meters away. Let's take that one. We can probably do something. Kill 3 players with 7.62. Collect. 4. So we have to collect brass files and extract with them. Let's see here what we want to do. Okay, get some fish humpers for Sean. Got some fish humpers for Sean. Kill 5 players 50 meters away. Showdown thing. Turn in. There's like a thing I think I saw with the PP Bison turn in where you can like kind of cheese it, but I don't know. See, I just I don't get that crazy about it for whatever reason. All right, I'm gonna get over doing this pretty soon here. Tanya while wearing a JPC chest rig. I don't know. Showed off mall. Where's the island ones, man? I wanna give me some island ones. Cause if I go to the mall, I'm definitely gonna get clapped, aren't I? Like the mall's gonna be. Cause last time I was playing, even early on in a raid, in the last raid, there was already kids with the collector stuff. What's up, my spell banana? What's my name IRL? What? So what? Why would you ask that? I mean, I'll be honest, my name's no secret to my stream or any of my content, but that's kind of a weird thing to immediately ask when you join a stream. Okay. But I've never made it a secret. All right, sorry guys, we're just kind of. He just wants to collect some stuff. All right, we're just gonna go. We're gonna go. We got enough stuff to figure out. I might do. Hang on. I might do this. Kill 10 players. Far capacitors. Turn in Karuna money stacks. I guess if we just collect a bunch of stuff, we can just do the turn-ins. What is your favorite pet's name? What's the street you were born on? Yeah, the last 4 of your social. Yeah, that's the vibe that I was getting. Okay, yeah, let's check out the old island, huh? I'm gonna turn this music off. All right, guys. We're going in with minimal items and a dream. I think we're on the new island, right? I think that they added it. Pretty sure. If not, this will be awkward because I've been talking about it. JS, my day's going well. For a Monday, especially. I got some work done today, kind of organized some stuff. I have a lot more to do, though. I got a lot more videos to work on. We've been doing a lot of camping the last couple weekends, so I have not gotten as much done as I would like. But how you doing? Welcome in, Pixel John. All right, we're joining the server shortly. I will say though, like the PCVR setup and all that stuff with the Omni-One Treadmill still has been rather smooth for me. They've had a couple of times where like they'll run an update and like things break, but you know, as they've been working on it. But for the most part, it's been pretty awesome. Pretty dang awesome. Whoa. This is all gonna be, I was able to preview. This new island, but I only was able to do a couple of raids when I did it, so. Oh no. Why am I doing that? Is sniping fun? It is. It's tough. It can be kind of tough when other people are also sniping. Yeah, I think it's pretty fun. During the pre-wipe event, you know, they kind of let people have like a ton of money and all that, and I was able to get like use a 50 cal sniper with a variable scope, and that was pretty fun. Is there someone already doing it? I know, I keep taking off my body armor. Aiden, what's up? Welcome in. Who am I hearing here? Oh. No, I need to take this off. Oh. Whoa, whoa. The jank. Okay. There's one player down. He didn't really have much though, did he? Hey, dog. Your VR died, so you resort to watching people all day? Well, yeah, I'll give you maybe a note along with these other guys. I am not like the best Tabor player. You know, I kind of just play for fun. I don't take it as seriously as some of the other streamers you might have seen, but you know, we're just in here sometimes to PvP and have a good time, so. Ooh, here we go, an SKS. Alright, since I'm using a new stack, I gotta kinda make sure. Perfect. Or I can even hold it back here and kind of have a little bit more malleability. Alright. An airdrop landed right next to where you were? How'd that work out for you? Usually that can mean a bunch of people are coming out. Awesome, Hyper. I can't wait to see it. I'm absolutely thrilled. That's kind of perfect. We get some more of this ammo. Some more shells for the... Okay. Oh no, we need the bag for the shells, don't we? Oh, okay, never mind. We're just not gonna take them. Appreciate you. Always looking out for me. Alright, if anyone in here knows any secret spawn spots, let me know. Cleared all the route and ran for it, yeah. What's up, Parrot? Yeah, I do really like the free aim shoes. Yeah, so like the last couple weekends were when I was planning to do more like content with them. And we just my family ended up going camping, and so we were just busy with some stuff. But yes, I do plan. A little hollow sight. I do plan to use them a bit more. I don't use them a ton for these kind of games, only because with like shooters where you got to be sometimes a little bit more like quick and agile, like they suit like kind of slower paced adventure games more than they suit this. Like you can play them on this, but ooh, hang on, guys. Ooh, am I not locked in? It's hard to do this blind. I still gotta kind of get the muscle memory down for it, especially on the big screen. There we go. Come on. Being Prime, thank you so much for following. Ooh. Ooh, okay. That's embarrassing. You gotta be careful of like tracking. If I had a better sight, or a sight at all, would have made that 1,000 times easier. Am I new to Tabor? If I need tips, I mean, if you see me pass up something, like I know a lot of the strategy and like tips that I've seen some of the other streamers do. I just don't take it like crazy seriously. I've been playing Tabor for a long time, so what's your name? Hyper is not wrong that I'm not new to it, but I probably could understand the strategy a bit better. But I mostly just play for the PvP. You know, I just like to jump in. Like I don't really care what loot I come out with most of the time. 9x18. Okay, we can use that. Use 44 Magnum ammo. You can just sell that to Shiro. But yeah, I just kind of do it for fun. Yeah, there's a like an SKS Alpha type thing. I did have. This won't work for it though, right? Yeah, no. That's not the right one. Ooh. Oh, okay. Well, I've been doing that a little too often. Grabbing my vest instead of my backpack. Okay. You can tell me, Tiberian, maybe if I do something really dumb, but I mean, ultimately, we're just having a good time here. ABJVR, thank you so much for subbing on the old YouTube. Appreciate that, guys. Whenever we're live, in case anyone doesn't know, we're live on Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube, so you can kind of pick your poison when it comes to it. There was a guy that went into that building. Yeah, it's like an SKS Alpha type thing. This is looted. This is where I've been. I just want to watch out for where this guy ends up. Uh-oh. Yeah, I gotta figure out the tracking thing sometimes with this stock. Because it seems to not want to stay tracked as good as I would like. Which, in a game like this, that'll break ya. That's okay, that's why we test. So we can go up there. Something spawning in it. Thought I saw a leg, but I don't think so. Well, this is a dangerous spot to be, team. Alright. Come on, do this quick. Oh. That's the one I want, right? Not a great... I don't even need that guy. It's not even worth it. Not even worth it. What's up, Silly Billy VR? Thanks, man. Like the setup? Appreciate that as always. I love the setup too. Except for when my SKS doesn't want to stay in my hand. Alright. God, I gotta get better at latching this thing on. Thanks for subbing on the YouTube as well. That was a couple of YouTube subs. Pretty short time. Appreciate that, guys. Ooh, shit. Who else is shooting at me? He's done. Oh, this is the other guy. Oh no, tracking, guys. This thing does not like to stay. Alright, that guy's not moving and my bullets are going right through him, so. Come on, get in there. Gotta fix my wire too. This is the biggest annoyance with a wired headset with a setup like mine is. The wire always wins. Well, I know it's a Phoenix. I know it's not a dude. But it's, he's standing still, not moving, not shooting anymore. My bullets were going through him, so. Did not seem worth continuing to pursue. Alright, now he's kind of seeing stuff. Alright, the other guy came out of here. How much was my whole setup? It's always a fun question to answer because it kind of, I use a lot of different things. But the treadmill, for example, that I'm using currently is about $3 grand. It's the Omni-One VR treadmill by Virtuix. Then you got the headset, right, with some of the additional stuff where for the big screen beyond and oh shit, and everything you need with it. It's no, that way. It's about $1,500, and then the stock you can get from the Raven VR website for, gosh, I'm trying to think of what it would be with my code. Like, I don't know, like 150 or something. Oh, here we go. Can't I? This can't attach? Wrong type of... Why do I keep doing that? I keep grabbing my... Gotta be on alert here, guys. Give me the munchies. Pressure gauge here. Holy frickin' loot in this area, though. Man, it's nothing to balk at. Come on, Tetris skills. Help me now. Regular supply boxes. Okay. Gotta, again, there was a guy that went into there and I don't know where he went after, so gotta be on a little bit of alert for him. Where did I spawn this raid? I spawned at a building out that way. I guess I don't know the call out for the new spots here, so that's all I got for you. Building out that way. Sorry guys, I'm gonna keep fighting my wire here. There we go. Hopefully it stays that way for a second for me. So that's all looted. I have no idea, Aiden, on the rareness of that. That is not in my Tabor expertise. There's some shooting out there. This is where that other guy looted. He must have spawned in this area. He could still be running around there, huh? Yeah, because he looted in here as well. Where did he leave? Shit, I'll take some chocolate bars. Oh. What happened to my helmet? Okay, my other one's like gone. Okay. Yeah, I gotta reorient myself with this new map anyways. You found one in a raid yesterday? I'm sure it's pretty rare, man. If it's not in a vault, it's pretty rare. Satellite up that way, I'm just making sure I can. Alright, I'm being real risky right now, guys. 1 second. Uh-oh. Hang on now. Oh no. Alright. Sorry guys, my Twitch, my TikTok live didn't go for some reason, so I'm doing that super quick, hopefully without dying. You guys can't see, but I'm configuring. Shit. Oh no. Okay. Alright, we're gonna have to fix this once we get back to the... What the heck happened to my TikTok live though? Like it tried to go live and then it didn't. That's weird. Get into a safer spot. After I drop my gun, of course. And I gotta fix that real quick, because otherwise we're essentially not live. What's a safe spot, guys? Maybe in here? Maybe in here, huh? Yeah. Alright, just give me a second, guys. This will take me literally 2 seconds, but I just don't want to be, Yeah, this is the spot. So unless someone comes right out there soon, they'll give me. All right, this won't take long. It'll take me 2 seconds at the computer. But then we just got to get strapped back in. Ugh. That was weird that that didn't go live, because I know I started it. But that's okay. Stuff happens. Control paste. Save output. Okay. Go live. Okay, I think I'm back live on the TikTok. See if we can get back in before we get murdered here. You haven't survived any raids in the new wipe yet, Landon? I mean, are you... Where are you going most of the time? Like, that's like, I'll like avoid mall a lot because that's just kind of a sweat fest, but yeah, is this one particularly hard? I didn't really play a ton of the last couple wipes, but I know like the mall's always a tough spot. Okay. Alright, I think we're all set here, guys, but we are hungry. It's sounding like, so maybe time to... Time to eat a little bit and drink a little bit. Just island. I love island. That's islands. I like going to island most of the time, but yeah. Oh, I'm always rusty in extraction shooters, man. My style is much more like competitive shooters like Veil or Pavlov, things or Breachers or things like that, or like Contractor Showdown. Like, I was, even outside of VR, I was never really an extraction shooter guy. Oh, I gotta undo this. There we go. So, like, I tend to, extraction shooters are a lot more slow paced, and they require, like, you know, a lot of work. And I think I'm too lazy for that. I much prefer, like, the, you know, like 5v5 competitive type approach or battle royale pacing. So... That's more my speed. We should make sure we're not going to get... You're a lot better at Onward. Yeah, see, I played Onward early on. We did some tournaments and stuff like that with a group. I'm okay at Onward, but Onward also kind of has a slower pace, but... Okay, how's... Jeez, that took way too many shots. Who's shooting at me now? He's shooting like through a wall. Oh, there he is. Yeah. Now we're finally hitting a head. Go. Huh. Stop grabbing the wrong thing. The other thing this stock does that I can show you since I'm doing this is if I push down And sorry, I'm doing this all blind since this headset literally has me blind, so I'm still getting used to that. It has like a feature where it folds down like that. Right? So then I could, if I can find it, put my controller in. Right, grab it, and then I have like a little stock for like Mac 10s like this. Pretty sweet. I'm not sure I like it though. I'm not sure. I don't like the Mac 10 idea running out in the open here because I'll be cooked. Shooting those little pea bullets. All right. Oh shit. Oh, okay, we're out of that, huh? Alright, now we're back to this. Alright, bro. Oh, well, there he is. Oh, that doesn't fit that. Dang it. Oh. Yeah, gimme. There we go. Another one of these rails. You know, one of the haptic gun stocks like $400. Yeah, I actually have a haptic butt stock. The Force Tube from Pro 2 VR might be what you're thinking about. So those are always pretty nice to play around with. But yes, you're right. I mean, they are expensive once you start adding haptics. Yeah, I think I see where you're getting at. Because if it's 410 US, you know it's way more in Canada. Alright, we need... Here, I'm gonna eat this and then I'm gonna drink some water. Look at that ravioli, huh? Give me the formuoli. We'll probably loot up this building and maybe I'll just go for the extract. I mean, this is already a pretty dang good run so far for a pistol run, huh? What's this? Is that... No, that's just the top of the bin. Thought that was something. Ooh, more water. Oh, I just had one in here. You know, go to your home. Oh my gosh. I want this water in case I need it. You jerk. You jerks. I'm not as good at this whole Tetris thing as some other people are. Oh yeah, Landon, tons of steps. Yeah, obviously it depends on what game you play and how long you go, but yes, it's a great cardio workout. You know, it's like literally using a regular treadmill, but you're actually having fun. You know what I mean? All right, come on, phone. Oh, lots of phones. Yeah, they can poke out, yeah. Yeah. Oh. Laptop. There's something you can do with... Oh, shit, this is a nice pistol. Oh my gosh, this is gonna make me rework some stuff here. Alright, we're doing okay, right? We got time for sure. Because King Glocks can go this way, right? Yeah. Brother, I just want you in the damn bag. Put the fries into the bag. I don't care as much about that thing. Why not? This really can't go on there? Okay. But I can take out... Where's that flashlight that I got? I think. Oh no, it's too big too. Okay. You miss Peak VR? I kind of do too, but Peak VR for me might have been different than it was for you. My Peak VR was Pavlov, playing competitive Pavlov, bomb defusal mode before they kind of destroyed their own game. That was my Peak VR. Oh my. Another nice pistol and a grenade there. Yeah, we're gonna have to get out of here soon. I want my attachments. I can jump, so like I can jump on it, but this one currently does not support like it making you jump in game. The other treadmills I have, the Cat VR treadmills, do have the ability where you can jump on it and you can map that to a button in game, so I can like actually jump and then I jump in game, which is pretty fun. Here we go. Alright, buddy. I know you can fit in here. I know you want to. You're right here. Just... Did we already check this out? Hey, well thanks Aiden for... Oh, shit. Thanks for stopping in, man. Oh, there's a couple more. Thanks for stopping in, brother. Been good chatting. Hope to see you again sometime. I think I just heard another step, but maybe not. Maybe I was just hearing stuff. Alright, we should probably find where the next... Alright. Shoreline's a tough one. I think we're doing shoreline. I'm not even gonna bother. We're just gonna get the loot we have and get out of here. It's like I kind of know that area because in the early access ahead of the Tabor map, I played around in there the most. Yeah, we're running out of raid time anyways. I guess 20 minutes is quite a while still, but... Oh yeah, I've beaten Half-Life Alyx a few times. Maybe, you know, it might be something I revisit again, Landon, on stream when I get the big screen Beyond 2, the next version of the headset I'm wearing. Because then I got Haptics Fest, I got VR gloves that we could maybe use for that. Where instead of controllers, I just have gloves that track all my fingers and I can play that way. That could be fun, right? What is this? And why does it seem like bait? I'm scared, but I'm going for it. Can't strap those on there, can you? Oh no. Come on, Vess. Come on, Vess. I don't want to be sitting here this long. Can you put these in here? Is that possible? There we go. It's got to be accurate. Oh, no. Come on. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I mean, and that's kind of the crazy thing about VR in its current state, Landon, is Half-Life Alyx was so good. So freaking good. But, you know, Quest became more popular, and this is both a good and a bad thing, because then games, instead of, like, trying to be made as good as possible, which, I mean, technically you're going to have to make a PC VR game if you want it to be as good as possible, then, they started building their games to basically be compatible with Quest hardware, which naturally then means you have to make your game, you know, maybe not as graphically good, or you kind of miss out on some of the extra stuff that you could have. This in here now. Oh shit, I can't go that way to get to the shoreline? Epinephrine? Yeah, Onward had the big deal with that, and then... But, I mean, like, I don't blame games for doing it, though, you know? Like, it was literally the only way they were able to get... you know, enough players. Like, that's the biggest problem with VR, is maintaining a good player base for any of these types of games. It's not easy. Tabor's got a really solid community behind it, like, a lot of really dedicated people, so they've done pretty good with that, but you know, it's hard for them all to compete out there. So I'm trying to get the shoreline without blowing up. None of this is gonna blow me up, right? Or will it? I'm worried I'm gonna run into mines or something. I guess I don't see signs over here. Gotta make sure no one else is trying to hit this at the same time as me. Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, so they gotta kind of follow where the players are at. Man, the audio that they added to Island definitely gives you the vibe. It's like, I can't tell if someone's by me sometimes or not. Seems like a good extract. Yeah, just making. Well, there were signs over there. I was like, just want to be careful. It's happened to me quite a few times in this game. Walking around suddenly. Well, this menu's like doubled up, but you got K-Dog as a player and a bunch of other ones. For some reason, I think my TikTok keeps dying. Weird. You hate the audio? Yeah, I mean, like, so that, like, the environment effects, but I will say, I don't know how it is right now, but, you know, sometimes the general game audio screws with me. Like, it does, like, sometimes people sound either way closer or way farther away than you want them to. But, we'll figure it out. Alright, I might do another raid just like that, guys, since that kind of worked out for me. We might do another, like, pistol raid. You can't tell where you're getting shot from? Yeah, it does make it very tough, doesn't it? I have had that plenty of times, trust me, and it seems like it's like the more you play, the more you kind of figure that out, but it definitely would be nice if it... Oh, that's too big. Yeah, because it's not going to be for this. Does this work for... No, yeah, see, this is for different pistols. It might even be for a macro. I don't know. Alright, I'll look later. It's not the same ammo, but it's alright. You made your miso soup? Nice, hon. Did you still eat it? Little. I'm not very organized in these games, guys, so bear with me. I want to take that out. I want to take this mag. We'll put it right there. This I would rather have by this guy. We got another Glocky. Is this? Yeah, okay. Let's see, those are the same kind of rounds. Sucks that our sight won't work for it though. Yeah, it's not gonna take that kind of sight. We need to. Maybe I can buy the sight that I need for it. So I wouldn't mind having that. Just getting all my gun stuff put here. What do we do with these guys? I actually never really. I don't know if this is newer, but I never really collected them before. You just keep them as like a trophy? Is that what we do? These just trophies? When you kill people? Alright, no other... Oh, we got another mag here. Check out the majority to see we didn't save the rest. You'll see how it is tomorrow. Nice. Well, I'm happy you were able to at least eat some of it, honey. Okay, well, we got some money stacks and some phones. Let's go store those away. We put the ammo somewhere. You always sell the dog tags? You don't keep them, you just sell them? Oh, you can get a storage box for them? Okay, so one of you saying sell them, one of them saying keep them. When do you plan to be done? What time is it now? We're gonna have to do a couple more raids, probably like 9:30. Probably closer to 9:30. I did check the chemicals on our hot tub, and we should be good to go. Might just throw some shock in it. Yeah, like I said, guys, I do not have like a crazy organized way of handling these things. I just kind of do things, you know, just kind of put stuff in a spot. Where later on we'll figure out what we want to get rid of and sell and turn in. Sometimes you collect them, sometimes you don't. Oh, if you can get like a special box for them, then I guess we'll save it for that, right? How do you get that storage box? See, some people like really maximize their space by like really putting everything so tight, but I just don't ever feel like I got time for that. So if I try to be good about it, then it's like I'm screwing around so much. I know what a suppressor is for. Are you saying I didn't know what a suppressor is for? I'm aware. Okay, so we got all that. Probably gonna do some more ammo on this guy, because then I want to get... Alright, so we have all that. Deal. Yeah, I'm gonna buy a site for it in the market. But we'll get some ammo made here. Okay. Oh yeah, we can take from... Let's take this guy. So close to Spectre 3? Yeah, we'll see you, man. See ya. I don't know what happened to my TikTok, so hang on, guys. I'm gonna try figuring this out real quick while we're here. Oh wait, is the TikTok live? Okay. What's up, TikTok? Sorry, guys. Okay, that was an LMG or suppressor. Okay, something happened on my my stream thing where I wasn't seeing the TikTok chat now because I had to restart it. So give me 2 seconds and I'll fix that. Because otherwise, I can't see what you lovely people are saying to me. Come on. Come on, TikTok. There you go. Now we're better off. Now I got some TikTokness coming in. There we go. Now I see some of you talking. Be admired from afar. Oh, my wife's hissing at me. Okay, she does that sometimes, though. It's just best that you ignore it, you know? And then she eventually gets tired. Okay. 7 by 28. Do the dog tags, are they like, do you get a lot of money for them or no? Maybe I won't need that extra pistol ammo. We got a good amount of rounds. We'll find some more stuff. We'll find some more stuff. All right, we're gonna take this epinephrine though. Take this grenade out and put it somewhere. Oh, here we go. Why does this seem like it's not full? Okay, it wasn't full. There we go. Now we got the better extended mag there. Not too shabby. Can't use that, but we do got the flashlight. We just can't use that sight, and that's a suppressor for LMGs, like you guys mentioned. So, LMGesus. Let's see what else we want to grab. I got this. I got a helmet. How am I doing on food? Might as well eat and drink until we're full. Delicious. Okay. We're pretty good there, but I am going to, just because I can. There we go. We'll get full. All right. Be funny if they, just like with the suppressors, if they made you twist them on. All right, here's a goal of mine, though, is I want to have a, get a sight for my, this is like an FN, right? Yeah, FN. Okay. I should probably look at my missions again, now that we're here. Okay, we need to still go, okay, we need to find labs and the radar station still. Collect energy drinks, complete 4 raids without dying. We'll accept that task, try that out. So you guys like to level up Spectre first, huh? Oh, I found an epinephrine extractor with it. Complete 3 raids without killing players. We can't do that. We can't do that. It's 2 water bottles and extract. Like, what's like the good missions to do right away? I just don't know. I just don't know. Dance party in the comments? Hey, I like dance parties, Mueller. I like dance parties. I can get down with that. That's a good vibe. Insurance returning 2 phones and 2. It must be found in raid. Look for the 2 phones and 2 USB chargers. What are we normally doing first, guys? We doing Spectre or Shiro these days? Sean wants you to blow the heads off a few Timmies. Headshot 5 players. Kill players. We can turn MR carbine, Nomad assault rifle, BB Bison, Cobra sights, Scar golden. Okay. Good old minty. Just regular turn-ins, so not stuff that you have to get in the raid. That's all mall stuff. Alright, so we're gonna go back to turn in 3 Karuna stacks. Sure. Okay. A hack tool. 3 phones. Alright, we need 1 more task. I'm just grabbing shit at this point. Merrick is running low on medical supplies. Turn in 3 bandages. Must be found a raid. Look for 2. Okay, another easier one. Alright, we'll try to just do that. How about? We're gonna accept some quests here. All right. Well, let's hit another raid, guys. We're just doing. Yeah, we got all this. We got this. Okay, we're just doing like pistol stuff here. So let's run in, and that was a. Hey, we came out with a lot of good stuff that last one. So let's do it again. Ah. Thanks for all the follows that came in, by the way. I think while I wasn't... Someone called me Unk earlier? Bro, what? Am I an Unk? Thanks for following, Parker. Appreciate all the follows that come in. I see those on my headset whenever you guys do follow, and I greatly appreciate it. But thank you for following. Just earlier, my stuff wasn't connected for some reason. Yeah, it also pops up on stream just like that. On the TikTok. And the YouTube vertical live. Also, I will shout this out. I'm not encouraging anyone to say that you should do this or not, but we're testing actually a brand new feature out with YouTube on my YouTube vertical live right now. And it's like a gift feature. It's very similar to what TikTok has, but it's like on the bottom right next to where you can comment. But kind of just like Ocean Purr just gave some roses, which I really appreciate on the TikTok. You could do something similar, and they're calling it jewels on YouTube. So we're kind of testing out that feature. So, you know, hey, if anyone's curious, you can look at it. It looks like a little present thing next to where the chat box is on the vertical YouTube live. So it's kind of cool. YouTube's trying to catch up with, I think, the other platforms on their streaming stuff, features. All right. All right, now we're loading in. Kind of wish I start off in those buildings like I did before, but okay, labs, locate the radar station. Alrighty. Oh, we're gonna unwind here, guys, so I don't break my cable so soon. Sorry for all the turning, but this is what happens when you wear a cabled headset. Yeah, I broke like 3 different index cables back in the day when I used the index all the time with my that's radio? No? Uh-oh. Might be. Oh. Oh shit. It's a risky one, guys. Might die right here, but Uriah, thank you so much for following. He had a buddy, didn't he? Work hard, play hard. Thank you so much for following. Appreciate that, guys. Reed, thank you so much for following on the TikTok. Appreciate all the love coming in, guys. He had a buddy, I'm pretty sure, right? That ran up to... I want to get that guy's stuff, but... Just gonna wait a second, guys, because that guy's probably holding the spot on me. take a wider angle on it. I'm gonna put myself in a really dumb position here, guys, by pushing this bag. But we're making so much noise that... I mean, he can't be by the fence, right? Alright, come on. Oh, shit. Alright, we gotta go this way. People are gonna be on this hill over here, I think. So a strategy could be, there are guys over here, they come in here, wait till they're in here, and then pop them. Right? That sounds maybe like a plan that could work. I sound like Derek's uncle Julian. Guys, I'm gonna try this. It's a little ratty, but again, we're pistoling. This guy had no ammo in this freaking gun. Well, we heard the guys that way. Are they gonna come here? James referencing the gun I just picked up? Oh, I hear him. I think I hear him, guys. We're gonna... Oh my gosh, yeah, they're here. The MP9's empty. Andrew, I checked it when I got it. I swear I'm hearing these guys. Where are they? Did they go up that way? Just hang on, guys. They skip this entirely? I swear I heard people talking. I want to loot this room. Nope. Patience in this game, man.
I'm coming in. Okay, maybe I was just tweaking. I don't think anyone's here.
Just watch. Is he already out of there? Is he already out of there? Shit. They must know I'm here.
Hey, bro, are you friendly?
Sometimes.
Hey, bro. Wait. Tanvarian, is that you?
Oh, how'd you find me?
Bro, I can't tell if you sound exactly like Tanvarian.
Yeah, dude. It's me.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, you want to be in a video?
Oh my god, bro, I'm coming out right now. I won't shoot you, I swear.
Okay.
Oh my god. Are you being dead serious?
Yeah, man.
Oh my god.
How's it going?
Hold up. Yo, there's no way. Bro, are you actually Tanvarian?
Yeah, check it out. I'm not Tanvarian. Okay, with his name, though, he kind of deserved that. Jesus, I almost felt bad for a second there. Ugh. Do you know the motto of this game? Actually, I need to remember. There we go. It's trust no one, alright? But also, he was calling me Tanvarian. His username is something very inappropriate that I don't think that I can show it really on the stream much, otherwise we'll be in trouble. Oh god, and I just showed it on the stream. Okay. Yeah, we don't really want to show that much. Holy crap, guys. Okay. That's not gonna work for that. I gotta consolidate my stuff here. That's so sad. Well, you know, if he maybe knew who I was. Oh, shit. God dang it. No! Okay. This is how we're gonna do this. God dang it, I keep showing this kid's name. Might even just try to get out now with all the stuff. Don't trust the gear tech either. Alright. Well. You get all this stuff. Walking right past some cool loot, man. How much does the whole setup cost? James Selby on YouTube. The quick answer is a lot, but the real answer is it costs. Ooh, here we go. The treadmill I'm using is the Omni-One from Virtuix, and it's one of the higher end treadmills that are out there. So this one's the more spendy one out of any of the options, and this one's about three grand. Come on. Then you have the headset I'm using is $1,000, the big screen beyond, but it's around $1,500 because you basically need to get knuckle controllers and tracking stations with it if you didn't previously already own something like the Index that came with them. And then the stock you can get, actually the stock is called Raven VR, and code JBarVR on their site. I believe actually now gives 20% off the stock. I don't know what that makes it end up at, but yeah. So there is a platform, the Catwalk C2 Core, which is from a different company called Cat VR, that I use all the time too. If you look back at my older videos, I got a ton of videos on them. And then that one is you can get for a lot of times around $900, depending on where you live, depending on like shipping costs and all that fun stuff. Achilles. Oh, man, you can't do that jump. We ain't doing that, trying to do that jump. Oh man, is that someone's bag right in there? There's probably not a safe way to get that bag, right guys? Ooh. You bought the C2 Core, you love it. Yeah, those are solids. Those are the treadmills I've had for the longest time. Oh. Bro tagged me. Man, she's got a little Mackie. Jesus. Oh, these guys are respawning? Do they help for movement or just immersion? I mean, so they don't make games easier, Andrew. Like, I'll answer that. Like, they don't. Games are not easier when you use it, right? Because you're using your physical body to move and turn most of the time. Like, I'll still use the joystick a bit to, like, you'll see me use it for like little micro movements here and there, and that's mostly just because it makes games like this a little bit easier, right, to manage. But you know, you have real life. Yeah, I don't know if I can get that. He had a... Shit. Yeah, that's probably not worth trying for, huh? I mean, it's right there. You think I'm safe going up to those signs like that? Is this a new program, or did you manage to get close enough to affiliate? I have no idea what limited monetization means. That might be something new, Silver. Oh yeah, we beat Metro Awakening on stream, our joiner. On the same setup and everything. Yeah, you can see me run on it on a second. in a second. I'm trying to see. Shit, guys, I really want this. You know, will I be okay grabbing this? I think I will, right? It's just right here. Ooh. So that could have worked, but I got too greedy. I should have taken. I should have taken just that backpack and then left, but then I'm like, oh, he has like an AK sitting there. That's a bummer. I actually had some good stuff in it too. Regular Twitch user, this affiliate and partner. This is being called onboarding complete. Interesting. I got greedy, guys, and that, you know, this is a good life lesson for all of us. Okay, don't get greedy in a minefield, because you might blow up. You can quote me on that. Luis Fernando, thank you for following me. Why didn't you guys tell me not to do that? I do see a lot of no's in the chat, though, now that I'm looking. That's okay. That's okay. That's, you know, part of the game, guys. Part of the game. We're not going to be mad. We're just going to use it as a learning opportunity, huh? Steven, thank you so much for following. We'll go back to the Glocky. I like the Glock. I'm liking these pistol runs, man, because I'm just... They've been easy. Literally the only... My biggest enemy is myself. You know? James, I do not typically play with viewers. If I do, it'll be like a dedicated stream for something like that. It's just not something I really do, man. I gotta be honest. I save that for like a dedicated stream. What time are we at, guys? Okay, we got enough time for 1 or 2 more raids, so let's just get into it real fast. Some other stuff that we had. Dang it, man! We could have gotten out with so much good stuff that raid. But you guys had to tell me to go into the minefield. You guys had to encourage it. I did. At least the Tanvarian thing was funny. That'll be a good clip for later. Did anyone clip that on the Twitch? I mean, if not, that's okay. We'll find it. It's like my second raid, so. I don't know. I specifically remember you, Silver, being like, yeah, don't worry. The mines are well past the signs. You don't have to worry about anything. So I specifically remember that happening. So if anything, Silver, you owe me all that stuff. So if you could just give me like 200,000 Karuna, we'll call her even, you know? All right, let's... Susfish Productions, welcome in. Ooh, that's a dangerous button. That sell all button right there. Dangerous button. All right, guys, let's do it all over again, huh? Damn it, dude. I had such good stuff. I had so much stuff, and that backpack was full. All I had to do was be like, do you know what? I tested my luck enough. I blew up the mine. This guy obviously was, you know, I avoided the mine. That guy obviously blew up. And I should have just left. Lovely Calamity. Yes, I get tired just like anyone else would running around on this thing. It's a heavy workout, man, especially when you really get going. I know like some of you were like wanting me to like kind of run on it. So like you can run. But, you know, obviously if I did that the whole time I was playing the game, I would get very tired very quickly. Yeah, I just realized that, Aiden. that they're that close to the signs. Fuck, man. I shouldn't have tested it. But that's what we do around here, okay? We push the boundaries. We test the limits. Susfish, I do not typically play with viewers, my guy, so I apologize. My streams are kind of short, typically a couple hours long. So I tend to try to keep things all well within my control. And sometimes that's hard to do when you're bringing randoms in. So at some point, like I've told people I might do like dedicated streams for that. But like I don't main Tabor, so I'm not playing it nonstop either, like some of the other streamers. So you probably wouldn't even want to play with me. I don't have a lot of stuff. I just ran into a mine. Thomas Burton, thank you so much for following on the TikTok. Intoxic for sharing. Appreciate you guys. Lots of love on the TikTok today. Ugh. This is the ammo for the gun that I just lost. What? Oh, fuck. Shit. How's that not hitting him? Okay. Oh my god. No ammo, guys. I'm screwed, guys. Yeah, that guy just shot me. Of the heart to see friendly and good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that guy was just on me before I really had anything to fight with. All right, maybe we'll take an actual. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! I was just like, I was like leaning back like this. Holy shit, that was weird. We gotta tighten this up. I've never fallen on one of these, and I've used these treadmills for like 5 years now, so that would have been fun. All right, guys. Well, we started off with such a good run, and then now we're. That's my backpack for that stuff. Let's do one more run here with some gusto this time. Here, we'll take this guy. Let's just do a little bit more prepared run. Alright, so we'll actually have a rifle this time. We'll actually be able to use the stock with it. So we got kind of want to take Alright, that looks pretty good to me. There we go, and then Ari can do this if I really wanted to, but it works as long as I'm not. I think I need to put up like a third steam tracker in my room. Okay, boom. Okay. Alright, what do we need to grab now? A helmet and some heels. Man, if that one run I didn't blow myself up in tonight, guys, this would have been a real successful raid night. That second one didn't really matter. I should have had that guy, though. I don't know why I was not hitting him. Hey, you saw some of my videos? They're good? Thanks, man. I'm happy you like my videos. Yeah, we put up a lot of crazy you know, VR stuff. My whole thing is I like being, you know, immersed in VR, and I just kind of got really, really into it, if you couldn't tell. Thunderdad, thank you so much for following. Appreciate that. On the TikTok, thank you. JS Punk as well, thank you for following, guys. Appreciate that. There's a clip. Thanks, man. Thanks, Silver. Alright, so we got all that. I'm just going to grab a helmet, and then we're going to do probably one more raid tonight, guys. Where the wife and I are hopping in the hot tub tonight. Michael became a follower. Nice, thanks. And thanks for sharing the stream, guys. Appreciate all that. Appreciate all of that. Time for hot tub stream? I know. Maybe one day, dude. Maybe one day it's going to have to happen, right? Oops. What am I doing? Hang on. I thought I put a nade in there, but oh well. Is this game on Quest? It is. It's called Ghost of Tabor. If you're familiar with Escape from Tarkov, it's an extraction shooter just like that. And yeah, the island map that we keep queuing up for here, it's been totally reworked, so it's kind of new as of this last wipe that happened just kind of last week. So we're checking her out. I got to play it early a little bit, but didn't really get a ton of time to do the early play test, so I'm actually seeing the most of it myself now. I like it, Hellraiser. It's big, you know, it's big. I'm still now trying to like relearn it. I knew the old island map probably better than any of the other maps, maybe besides Silo. But uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why am I taking that out? Alright, let's see if we get popped right away again. Okay. Yeah, it's good. It gets to be pretty competitive, right? So like, you know, it's very slow paced. And I'm not normally much of an extraction shooter guy. I do like Tabor, and then there's another one, Contractors Expo Zone. They are fun. But yeah, the pacing's very slow for my typical game style. I'm like more of like a Counter-Strike guy, so I like games like Veil or Pavlov when it comes to being a little bit more competitive. Ooh, here we go. There's finally a... Finally a sight that would work for my Glock. Oh, we got a little canoe action here. Is there something that spawns in there? No? What do we got down here? Oh shoot, it's a player. What is he doing? What was he looking for, huh? Oh, he's got Founding Fathers and he's doing naked runs? Let's Plays. Well. Ugh. What's up, Hellraiser? Yeah, I don't typically play with randoms, man, but I appreciate it. One thing I'll say, guys, I mean, like, I play with people that come onto my stream, but it's usually after I've gotten to know them for a while. Like, I kind of vet people out before I play with them. And that's nothing against anybody, but just makes things go a little smoother for me. Ooh. The lever action. Yeah. So you can walk backwards technically on both treadmills. It's harder to do on the catwalk. It's easier to walk backwards on the Omni because I can just kind of do this. But on the Omni, when it comes to the PC VR software, which I'm using to play Tabor now, that is not a thing yet. I don't know if they're adding it or not, but their standalone setup with the Pico is kind of their more like that's like what it's primary meant for, is like a to be like a standalone, you know, VR device. I'm hearing a lot of shots going on. I was just hearing myself, I think. Sometimes I think like my audio is another person coming up on me. But yeah, so like on cat VR, on PC VR, I can do the walking backwards. Technically, it's just harder than this treadmill, but on this treadmill, you can only actually, the walking backwards only functions with their standalone games. Which on the standalone side, they currently do not support Tabor, because it's got to be out for, I don't know, is Tabor on Pico yet? If it's out on Pico, then it's a little bit easier for them to support it, but I'm not sure it is yet. Or if it will be, for that matter. What headset? This is called the Big Screen Beyond. This is the first one. I'm getting the new one. Does this actually have a round in it or no? I swear to God, it just looked like it had a round in it. No, obviously not. It is on Pico? Okay, yeah, then there's a possibility it'll be coming to the standalone store for Omni, because the standalone thing, it's like its own thing. So it's like you, just because you bought it on Pico doesn't mean you own it on the Omni, you know? Yeah, I gotta put on my other, next time I use this stock, I gotta put on my other base station that actually looks behind me, so that, because I've noticed my tracking goes kind of wonk when I turn around. Alright, this is always a hot button area. Yeah, no matter how this raid goes, guys, we'll probably be done after this one. We had one good raid. The second one, I blew myself up, of course. That kind of sucks. But yeah, notice a lot of people doing more naked runs. Like, I wonder why they're doing that. Treadmill, thank you so much for following on the TikTok. Appreciate that, brother. We'll be live again tomorrow night, guys. I don't know if it'll be with Tabor. We still have VR Zombie Army to beat, or something else. Big Apple, thanks for following. How do I see my chat? Lots of things that I have set up, Joiner, but I use something called Lumia Stream, which is responsible for a lot of the stuff that I use to manage my stream, but I'm able to create overlays that are basically just URL links, and then I'm able to put those into my Steam VR environment, so that like whenever people chat or like something happens on the stream, it actually pops up in my headset, kind of like an Iron Man type like HUD system. Ooh. All right. But yeah, it's something I worked hard on setting up, and then that sounds like it's over the hill, but these other shots sounded, they're right up here. Yeah, I worked hard. I'm gonna do a video that goes over the setup on it. There's just a few more things I'm tweaking for it to make it like kind of at least perfect for my use case, and then oh shoot, I gotta, there we go. I do that so they can't hear me. Anthony, thank you so much for following. If I didn't shout you out yet. So this is open. Thanks for that, Heart Me. Appreciate that coming in. So guys could still be here. Pie Pop. Oh yeah, what's up? Welcome back, Pie Pop. How you doing, man? I saw that you were interested in those gloves. So hopefully, if Circuits got back to you, I think he replied to you as well. He's actually the guy that helped get me more involved with that company. And now I'm working with Olin VR on how we create a stock that'll actually work with it. By any means, thank you so much for following on the TikTok. I swear there's got to be a nerd still in this building. I'm just going to wait it out a little bit, guys. We did this kind of last time and it worked, but until someone shows up and shoots me in the butt. King Pyro, thank you so much for following on the TikTok as well. You definitely want the gloves. Yeah, they're sweet, man. They're yeah, I've been waiting for like good consumer VR gloves for a long time. And like those are feeling they're really fun to use in games like you know, obviously Blade and Sorcery and all that, but I want to get it to the point where I can like use them pretty like fluidly in shooters like this. But I do want like a stock for it. So I'm working on that with Olin. He's gonna get a pair just to. Oh no, is that real? Alright guys, I screwed that up because I thought that I put it on single fire. Damn it, I'm so bad. He's gonna pop me, huh? Didn't kill him on the first shot. Got him then. I don't know. I don't know why people wave in this game. You know, I gotta be honest, maybe I'm an asshole. But I'm definitely not the type to be like, oh yeah, I'll come up to you and say hi. There isn't more than one guy, was there? Guess I should be careful for that. You know, I don't have time to risk all that. Oh, he's just got a tiny little kit. Some energy drinks though. Holy shit! Why does he got a variable scope like that on his Okay. Come on. No. Some shoot over there. Okay, how am I gonna... Oh, guess I can do it like that. He's got a peepee in here. Kenzo, welcome in. Thank you so much for following on the TikTok. Alright, that's why he didn't want to fight though. Okay, because he didn't really have a lot to fight with, it seemed like. Blitz VR. Priceless Diana. Wow, we're getting a lot of follows. How many people we got watching on the TikTok right now? How are you guys doing today? You must have a good amount hanging out, huh? TMX. Thank you so much for following as well. You guys are nuts. Blitz, I'm doing alright, man. We're having a good time. We're playing some Tabor. This is going to be, I believe, our last raid tonight. But we're going to try to make it a good one. That King, Sif, Triple. Thank you guys for following. Look at all that coming in. Appreciate that, guys. I mean, we might die going this direction, but we might as well, huh? Still can't extract. Let's just take a peek. How much is the treadmill thing? So I'm currently on probably it's the most expensive option, called the Omni-One from Virtuix. It's very good. It's a very premium treadmill. This one's about $3,000. So this is a good option for one. But then there's also the, it's not a player, right? But then there's also the catwalk treadmills, and you can actually get those for sometimes just around $1,000. So just kind of depends on what you want and what you like and what you're looking for. Frank, thank you so much for following. Yeah, this headset's called the Big Screen Beyond. It's awesome, right? That it's like tiny little goggles, but it is a wired headset, so it's a little more challenging to use on a treadmill at times. Shit. Who was just shooting at me? This bullet landed here. That shot was like from a weird angle that... Got me to 5K taps, Layden. You're the best, man. Oh shit, appreciate that. Sorry guys, I'm looking and leaning without paying attention. The treadmill's nice and slick right now, so. We're just gonna go around. I don't know if that was a player shooting at me or what, but those shots felt like they were coming from a player. Hey Cap, Mr. Capricorn, on our last raid today. This is gonna be, whoa, what's going on with my gun? And I can't see. Whoa, I'm blind for a second. Yeah, some of this is, I definitely need my third base station on, because I think some of this stack still kind of blocks where I'm looking at times, so. Yeah, because am I turned around? Yeah, so if I go like this, boom, tracking is good, so. Cass Collins, thank you so much for following. Panther, thanks for sharing. So it's all open world. How far does it go? This, I mean, it's not technically open world. I mean, it's a smaller map. Blitz, you don't see the headset wire just because of the green screen setup. It's kind of clever the way it hides the wire. But yeah, a headset like this, wireless, is like the dream, right? We're so close. We're so close. Priceless Diana, thanks for sharing the stream. Yeah, I hope to see a lot of you guys some more. We're live typically Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, but we just recently kind of got back to a somewhat more consistent schedule. It's been hard to stay consistent these days, just being busy with everything, but we're trying. I gotta turn around a few times. See, this is where the cable's a bummer. I don't know what's going on there, but we're just gonna keep her moving, huh? See what's on. It is very light. It's incredibly. It's the lightest headset you can get. And then the second one, the Big Screen Beyond 2, looks the same, but I believe it's also. All right, we should check that out. I'm gonna do this. No one home. Thanks for following. Dragon, thank you so much for following. What did I just hear? Ooh, there's a player. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Shit. Anyway, the other guy's behind me. I'm just gonna go. Hopefully not get shot in the back right away. What gun did he have? He had a good gun. Ugh. Doesn't seem like that's in a very comfortable spot. Hey, thanks for the follows coming in. Thanks for the golden gamepad from Aaron. A couple of them, I think. Thank you so much, man. Just Joe, welcome in. Thank you so much for following. This game is called Ghosts of Tabor. And it's pretty much Escape from Tarkov, but in VR. So if you know Escape from Tarkov... Ooh, okay. Oh no, I might die here. Think those guys are following me? I know, bro, but I got people around. Yeah. We can get out of here with a pretty decent recovery of stuff compared to what we lost earlier. And all we gotta do is get about 250 to shoreline. Well, welcome in. Hi, Watts. Oh shit, what's up, Meta? Meta Sukiya? With 24 viewers, we might have to do another one, guys. Huggy Thug, thanks for following. We're just trying to get out of here. We got this guy's stuff. How you doing, Meta and Meta's crew? Thanks for following, by the way, Huggy Ian on the TikTok. Good to see you, man. How you enjoying the new wipe, the new island? This is my first day in the new wipe. I did the early play test of the island a little bit, but not as much as some of you guys. Which, it's actually going pretty decent today. Sweating my ass off, as you can probably imagine, but we're having fun. Oh yeah, we got some. I mean, we always get some. Now, I had a shit ton of gear in my second raid tonight, but I got a little bolder on the mines. You know, that happens. Shadow Knight, thanks for following on the TikTok. Appreciate it, brother. Yeah, we're doing this stuff all the time, so. Killed Let's Plays, JR, and Diddy Tuwo. Oh, Meta, I got a pretty good clip from it was the second raid that I did, the one that I died from a mine eventually. But some kid thought I was Tanvarian. I'll clip it. I have, and I'm gonna post it, of course. But he kept saying, "Oh, you're Tanvarian. You sound just like him." I was like, "Oh yeah, man. You want us to be in a video?" And then he comes right up to me and he's all excited, and then I just shot him. So, you know, that's my style. If you're not gonna know who I am, you don't deserve the mercy. Okay, so we are gonna die here if I don't apparently eat something. So let's do that. Nope. Go to kitchen. Chat Night, was this expensive? So I'm a lucky guy, so technically not for me. And what I mean by that is this one was actually sent to me without me having to pay for it. But that's because I've been using treadmills for many years. I do a lot of content on them. But this treadmill is called the Omni-One from Virtuix, and typically it's around $3 grand. Look at this thing. By the way, I pulled this off a dead body, guys. I am not a psychopath setting up my deagle like this. Alright, we're gonna put this away though. The man, thanks for following on TikTok if I didn't say that already. Oh, he doesn't play Tabor anymore? Hey, thanks man, you like the setup? Call of Duty must be insane. So there is a game that's very much like Call of Duty in VR, and that's called Contractors, and that's a pretty fun one. Put this over with these guys. He switched to Contractors? Oh, to Expo Zone, yeah. Yeah, that seems to be some people's cup of tea, where this seems to be others, you know? I like them both. I think they both kind of have their own pros and cons, but I'm not a tryhard at extraction shooters. I never have been. I've never really got into them, you know, in flat screen gaming or anything like that. So I mean, like I love this game in Expo Zone just for the PvP. Like that's kind of what I like. Like I do not focus heavily on missions and optimizing everything I get and all that. I mostly just play to have a good time and shoot at stuff. He says Tabor is too easy. Ashley Lancaster, thank you so much for following on the TikTok. Appreciate that. Okay, so the rest of this is gonna go. It's a nice little guy. Lever actions are cool, but I do not like shooting them in this. Alright, so that's Deagle scope is insane. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure if you're hitting with it, I mean, it probably do some work, but you gotta catch my videos, see all the latest tech. Thanks, James. Yeah, I've put some out. I've been real slow lately. I've been like just busy with stuff in general, and so my content has kind of been a little slower these days. But I have a ton of stuff I'm working on. So yes, feel free to catch up. I got some stuff out there. I got VR gloves is one of the newer things I'm checking out, and I still got some stuff I'm gonna post on the free aim shoes that I've just been slow to finish up. But the free aim shoes, you guys should probably check that out if you can. jbarvr.com, my website has a link to it. But those, if you haven't seen my videos on them yet, they're kind of like treadmills, but they're shoes, right? So like you don't have a whole setup like this. It's just shoes that move you in game as you walk, and they keep you kind of in the center. So I just did a video on that. I would encourage you guys to check that one out because the free aim shoes, I think, are gonna be awesome. Their Kickstarter is only up for like another like 8 or 9 days, I think. And it's worth checking out, but they were funded within like the first day of being on Kickstarter, so that's pretty cool. But you know, they can always use some more. But I know a lot of people were excited about that. A lot of people picked those up right away. What was I just looking for, guys? Probably another syringe. I think I saw someone. Yeah, Pita. Thank you so much for liking the rig. You think it's a cool rig? I do too. I do too. I have fun with it. I'm already sweating though. I'm already sweating. Shit, guys, I actually do probably have to hop off though. I know we got raided just recently by Meta, so I might have to carry this raid train on, but it's already 9:30. Yeah, price goes up, I believe, after the Kickstarter. And obviously being in the Kickstarter is the way to get them sooner than anything else, but Space Coyote, Owen State. Yeah, sorry, Meta. We were on a little early today because I had to be done a little early, but Meta and I are going to be hanging out at, he's a Tabor like maniac. He's a pro. But we're going to be hanging out at TwitchCon together, which I'm still super pumped for, man. I've never been yet, so I'm incredibly excited for that. Let's hit the desk though, guys. Let me show you this view. Yeah, keep following me. Crazy Shift, thank you for the follow as well on the TikTok. TikTok's been going great, man. Space Coyote, thank you for the heart me too, brother. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. All right, let me take care of some business real quick. Watch this. So we're gonna go. If some of you haven't seen my office that I'm in, it's kind of a mess, so don't judge me. But I can show you my room here as we kind of are getting cleaned up for the night. Who is that? Kagi, thank you so much for following as well. All right, now we're in my room. Now we're in my room. Okay, let me close out of this. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I was planning to get done around 9:30 so that the wife and I can take care of some things. Oh, I can see again. It's so dark in that headset, like in a good way. Like it's you know, this has a custom molded face piece, so it like conforms perfectly to my face. And there's no light leak, so like you don't experience like any sort of light coming in. So it's like it's very isolating in a good way, because you know in VR you kind of want that, but then you're blind to everything else. Ugh. Okay. I am sweaty. Yeah, this gun stock too, guys. If anyone's curious, that's you know, usually most of the things that I use, I got like referral codes or discount codes for, but most of the things I use, you can at least check out from my website, jbarvr.com. So this is the Raven VR gun stock. Pretty cool for what I call an immersion stock. I believe they are only compatible though with Index controllers right now and Quest Pro controllers, not just Quest 3 controllers. It's got to be the Quest Pro ones. But I believe he's going to work on a version that works with regular Quest 3 controllers, which would be sick. Ugh. All right. I am gonna just have to put this right there for now. Yeah, I got a purple one though. These are all stocks from him. This white stock and then this purple stock is actually one. It's like a J-Bar VR edition that he decided to make, which is super awesome of him. Best setup ever. Ugh. Yeah, this is the setup, guys. I got to clean up the room a bit, but the right behind me here is the Catwalk C2 Plus. I have, this is the C2 Plus Enhanced, actually. Oh yeah, the free aim shoes that I just told you guys about the Kickstarter are right here, because I've been using them more. But these are the free aim shoes, guys. So they have motors on the bottom. See that? And they're on Kickstarter right now. Like I said, there's a link directly to it from my website, jbarvr.com. But they are pretty, these are awesome. I find these really cool. They're best when you're using them for like adventure type games, or like, you know, like Half-Life Alyx would be a good example, or you know, Metro Awakening, things like that. Versus like competitive shooters, I still kind of like the treadmills a bit more for. Just because you can be a little more rowdy running around on a treadmill, versus those you can't like sprint on. You can kind of do a jog. But I got a whole video on my YouTube, a long form video, if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff. That's worth checking out, in my opinion. I think those guys, like, this is their first generation, and I like the way they work already. And they're only going to get better, right? The better the company does. So I really like those guys. They do some freaking cool stuff. All right. Ooh. I'm already hungry again, and I ate a shit ton before I streamed. Yeah, appreciate it, Space. If you want to, yeah, like I try to do a bit of everything, but it's also probably why I'm slow. It's J-Bar VR on YouTube. Yeah, J-Bar VR. Yeah, if you type in just J-Bar, you'll find me too. You'll know it's me. I'm the only one doing this kind of shit. Your boy Pringles. Hey, it's good to see you, brother. How you been? Yeah, thanks, Space Coyote. Yeah, if you like VR stuff, we're always doing fun stuff. I don't do this full time, so I kind of just do like the things that I just play around with, the things that I like, and then I kind of share those and hope you guys find them interesting as well. But so So my stuff's kind of eclectic, but it's all very much in VR. You know what I'm saying? But we have a pretty dang good time with it all. Oh my gosh, it's only Monday this week, huh? Dang. It's only Monday, guys. Ugh. It's been a minute seeing me live. Yeah. Sadly, I know, right? Today kind of went by. Most days have been going by pretty fast for me, just with, you know, between work and all this kind of stuff. But now it's today went by kind of slow in a good way. Got a good amount of stuff done with work. I organized some shit, not in this room, obviously, but I got to get this wall like kind of organized. But yeah, these are all gun stocks, guys. In case you guys can't tell, these are all different gun stocks that I've either bought or have been sent to me through over time here. And last week went quick for you too. Your boy Pringles on the Twitch with your 5-year following anniversary last week. God, do you remember what the stream was like 5 years ago, Pringles? Do you remember? I was streaming a lot more frequently back then. I will say that. That is the thing I miss, and I'm trying to get back to that. Yeah, these stocks are yeah, that's my whole wall of stocks. Fix my Oculus on the TikTok. What's up, man? Well, people were liking. I had a video, one of my videos that I posted. I was wearing that like Jurassic Park VR shirt that you sent me. People were loving that one. People were digging it. What's my favorite stock? Man, I'm so weird with those kind of questions. But let me hear. I'll give you the quick answer for me. I think when it comes to VR gun stocks, I think pretty much any stock out there that at least has a butt stock, right? Something that you can put up on your shoulder, will work great. You know, unless it's super wonky. Like most of them that are out nowadays that people are actually buying, that you see, like they're gonna work. It just depends on how you want to practice and what you want to practice with. But there's some different styles, right? So this by far is one of my favorites. So this is the Tomahawk from Skull VR. And then some of the other favorites of mine, when I say favorite, I like competitive shooters, right? Like I run a Veil team in VRML, and so like I'm thinking like more for like competitive reasons. Like this stock, you know, it comes with these cups is where your Quest 3 controllers go into. But this stock, like you can use it like this, you can use it like this, which is good for like rifles and SMGs and stuff. Or you can fully pop it out like that, and then it's like this is kind of a nice steady stock for sniping. But the reason why I say like if you get any stock out there, it has to have a butt stock, is that's how you utilize a stock in a way where it's actually going to benefit you in VR. To me, it's about having a repeatable ADS, aim down sight, right? A repeatable ability to make sure that you can get in your sight, whether it's iron sights or like a hollow sight or whatever in game, quickly and consistently, right? So if you have a butt stock, like you could run around like this, like it's constantly touching this one point in my shoulder, and then I just got to go like this every time. So I could be running around in VR, go like this to shoot, you know? So this stock is one of the best in terms of, I think, just how intuitive it is, how easy it is to use. And this is like what I would call middle mounted, where the frame of the stock and the controllers are kind of in the middle of it all, right? Whereas you have other stocks, like you got the Pro Tube from, or sorry, the Mag Tube from Pro Tube VR, right? And this has mounts for your controllers. I'm not going to bust them out now, but that sit on top of the stock, right? And then this can be very comfortable as well. But the only trick with the Pro Tube controller or mounts is like you're blind when you're in VR, so you really got to like have a good method of good muscle memory on making sure you're snapping into these every time. Because if you try to move really quickly and you fiddle with it, then that can cost you in the game, right? Let me show you. I actually have to get it. I'm getting sent a new cup for this because I broke the front one. But this is the other one. So, okay, so for reference, this stock is going to be around like 150 or so bucks. I do have a discount codes for it. It's all at jbarvr.com. This is the Tomahawk from Skull VR. Highly recommend, though. They do have cheaper versions of that stock, though, too. Like the smart stock here that just doesn't fold down all the way. James, thank you for following. But this is the Asset SBS stock from Olin VR, and this is also heavily one of my favorites, especially for competitive games. So the front cup's broken, but your Quest controllers just sit in the cups, and it breaks off in the middle like this, right? So the stock just sits on your forearms when you're throwing grenades or using pistols or, you know, reloading, all that kind of stuff. And then it's super easy to just quickly snap right in. And then it adjusts and all that. And then you can get this stock for like 70 to 80 bucks, I believe. Specifically the SBS edition that breaks down in the middle. Love this one for competitive games and for being a more affordable stock. He actually even has this butt stock mod that it kind of turns. So where the calorie counter HUD go? Well, ding dong. This the calorie counter HUD is exclusive to the Cat VR software. And just for a bit here, I'm using the Omni-One on stream. I'm trying to alternate when I can. ProTube looks a little more comfortable from here. Yeah, it's... See, what would be cool, Rack, is... when we don't have this yet, because there's just not enough people into VR like this yet. But, you know, in my opinion, you could try, like, 10 different stocks, and, like, you know, 10 people could try 10 different stocks, and each of them could like a different one, right? Like, it's... people have their own preferences and like how they hold things and how they want to use it. But I'll say like consistently, like the Olin VR stacks and the Skull VR stacks I've seen more people using and like sticking with. So they seem to like them, but the Pro Tubes, the OG, this is the very first stack I bought myself. So before I bought VR treadmills, before I bought anything else for VR besides the Valve Index, which was my very first headset, I bought the Pro Tube stack, and it's great. Like, I'm telling you, it is awesome. It just has a higher learning curve because you got to be quick about mounting it. And any stack, like a lot of stacks have gone away from requiring a sling because, again, you're blind in VR. So when you have a sling, it has to be like tight enough, and your gun always has to be sitting in a very consistent spot. Otherwise, you're going to fumble with it, right? Versus stacks like this, where they just stay in your hands, and then you're like ready to go, you know, really quickly. So, because there's always a trade-off. Whether if you're using a gun stock in VR games, having something physical, you have the potential there to fumble. Whereas you can get really good in VR without stocks. But I like stocks a lot for the immersion of it. But also I think they help me a lot. Like I hate hover handing it in VR in the way that you have to do that. Sims on YouTube. Do you ever think about trying Pavlov? So yeah, funny story. So Pavlov is the reason I got into VR. I was an old school, like Counter-Strike semi-pro. Like I made some money playing Counter-Strike back in the day, traveled to LANs and all that. It was Counter-Strike Source. So kind of an old, the older days of Counter-Strike in a way. But I actually, I ran a league team for Pavlov and VRML for a couple seasons, I think. And I mean, it was at one point my most favorite VR game. But I liked it for the competitive side. I liked it for the search and destroy, right? Versus anything else, because I'm a Counter-Strike guy. I've always liked that. And they kind of ruined their own game, in my opinion. Like I can't, like, there's no night that I can really join, and there's like search and destroy servers for me to jump into. It just seems dead. You know what I mean? So I like it, but we don't have a team anymore. It was Homeland Esports, but yeah, Pavlov just they kind of killed their own game, in my opinion, focusing on a lot of the wrong things. What's up, Boogleg? All right, guys, I probably do got to start heading out though for the night because I got some stuff I gotta do. But hang on, let me. I do have a team currently though in Vale. Vale has kind of taken over Pavlov for me because, I mean, the game works. It's got a better competitive scene, not a great one, but no VR game, in my opinion, right now has a great competitive scene. Again, just due to it not having enough players to really fill those things out. But Vale's kind of taken over that for me. We have a team called the Reality Rifters in Vale. Well, just like I said, Sims, I liked Pavlov for the things that it reminded me when it came to like me playing competitive Counter-Strike. And they like their leagues, like you could even see all the competitive leagues, like they were losing tons of teams. There was barely any teams left to play against really that were like that we could play against. and they just, their focus kind of went into like, really, in my opinion, the turning point is when they really focused on the PlayStation VR2 support, because there wasn't a single update to the PC VR version of Pavlov for like over a year. It was like a year and a couple months. And then PSVR 2, and then they segmented their game into 3 different communities, right? You have Shack, you have the PCVR with full mods where you can play like Counter-Strike maps, which is really what I liked about it. And then you have the PCVR slash PSVR 2 community that can play together without the mods. But like in VR doesn't have enough players right now for you to like separate your community like that. So it's like an all or nothing thing. They should have found a way to make Quest users, PCVR users, and PSVR users all be able to play together with mods, but they didn't. So yeah, that's my quickish answer on what they pissed me off about. Who is like my most famous player? I don't know if we had any famous players. I guess I would argue, Sims, there's no such thing as famous VR esport players right now. There's just the ones that you hear about if you are someone who has gotten into competitive VR. Like VR, I'm sorry, some people might not like this opinion, but VR esports isn't really a thing right now. I want it to be. I want my niche to eventually be like a focus on VR esports. But it's not a thing right now. There's no money in it. There's not enough teams in it. There's no future in it yet until we have enough people. And yeah, like I know, trust me. Hey, Sims, I'm in the leagues. I played in leagues for Onward and Pavlov, and now I'm doing Veil. Trust me, I want it to work and I want it to happen. But the problem is it's not going to unless there's enough people. And you need to be able to divide the leagues up. And what I mean by that is, this is say for Pavlov, you need to have enough players to do this and enough teams to do this, which requires some marketing and some effort getting people into the competitive scene, which just, again, VR struggles with right now. But you need to be able to get enough people to have like an open division that's free, where every team can jump in and play, right? And that's where like newer teams tend to be able to play against each other. Then you need to have like a secondary division, like some things would call it like main or something, where like the more experienced teams get in and they qualify for that by doing well in the open division. And then a certain amount of teams every season can move up into the main division, right? And then they all play against each other. And that main division can be paid, right? That's when you actually start to see some like real prize money and like some real, like some sort of consistent economy in like esports. So, it's just, yeah, Sim. So there's that, but VRML. I know that just happened. I actually almost was going to go to that, not to play, but just to attend or whatever. But Sony, thanks for subbing on the YouTube, by the way. Yes, Rack. Sorry, the price of the equipment and stuff is expensive. I mean, trust me, some of the best competitive players though in VR do not use gun stacks because they prefer to have nothing getting in the way of how they operate. But yeah, so like that money that VRML is giving people, it doesn't really come from the players playing in the league or anything, right? It comes from like some sponsors and stuff, but that will die eventually. There's no consistency in that because they're not making. I can't imagine they're making any money on that event. You know what I mean? And that's one event for the year. And I'm sorry, but if you $1,000 per player to win something like that is not a lot of money when it comes to like everything that they have to do to get there, right? Like I don't think that their expenses are paid to like travel to Phoenix if they're not in the area, right? All that kind of stuff. You end up spending, especially in VR, you're gonna like over a year's time, like you're gonna spend more than that, like spending all of your time playing the game, making sure you can stay on top and all that. It's just not. Oh, thanks for the sub. Well, that was you subbing, yeah. Yeah. So and again, that's all I mean. I want it all to work, and I'm trying. I've tried to think of ways where I could actually help. Like to try to like make videos where I can like maybe explain certain things to people that like are not quite sure about it. The expenses weren't paid this time. Yeah, so like that's my point though. Like their current method in VRML, if I'm being a little critical, they're never gonna grow. and you're never going to foster new teams because all that happens when if like say 5 players where they understand the mechanics of Pavlov or Vale or Onward or whatever, they like know the mechanics of the game, they've played it, but they've never done the competitive side of it. If 5 players like that start a team, they're only going to play against other players and teams that have quite a bit of experience playing it, because that's all that exists right now in the competitive side. And they're gonna immediately like not enjoy themselves, right? Because there's not enough people for people to only play against others that have a similar skill set, if that makes sense. You're kind of a lot of times having to get beat up by these other teams that have these, you call them famous players, but they're honestly just the people that have been playing competitive VR stuff for years, and they just kind of cycle around in between teams and all that stuff. So it's not like a toxic environment, but it's not an environment that fosters bringing new people in, right? It's just there's nothing there to kind of help, I guess, lubricate that journey for people. Main team said sponsors pay. Yeah, I mean, but then you're still relying on the sponsor stuff. I've been involved in esports a lot back in the day from my Counter-Strike time, and like there's just a lot of things that are not sustainable in the current, and it won't be until there's enough players. But your team just got against the number 2 or 3 ELO team for the VRML championships. Nice. Yeah, and I mean, like, if you put in the work, you can do well in that stuff. It's just there's not a lot that people are going to be able to get out of it. You know what I mean? It's cool as hell, trust me. I understand the love for it, but I'm also I'm just not sold on that it's ever going to grow until some of these leagues kind of handle things a little differently too. There's no team like Fairness. There's just not enough people for it, right? You can have like MMR and like try to match up teams, but there's not enough for that to really do anything. ELO doesn't really matter. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like 18 teams is not a lot. You need like 30 plus maybe, and then you can start doing what I'm talking about where you have different divisions, and that's when those things actually will work out better. I just don't know if they'll ever do it. But all right, guys, I do have to get going, and I apologize, but I do got to get going. We'll be live again tomorrow night. But yeah, Sims, I can talk about this stuff all day. Trust me. I love esports in general. I want them to succeed, but I'm just not like in the current system. It's never going to work. So in my opinion, there's no such thing as VR esports. There's people are trying to bring it, but it doesn't quite exist yet in my eyes. But yeah, we'll appreciate you sticking around and all that. Appreciate everyone being here. We're gonna close things down for the night. But like I said, we'll be live tomorrow night. If you want to check out any of the gear that I talk about and all that, most of it's at jbarvr.com. Feel free to check her out. But other than that, I'll see you all later. Appreciate all the love on the streams. And tomorrow night's the night. Where's my OBS? All right, there it is.